inside Jet City Espresso with the owner, Jessica Conlon Glover. Jessica, thank you for inviting us to put our feet up and have some coffee.
You are so welcome.
It's so beautiful here. It's such a charming home. It's also an Airbnb, also a coffee shop. Tell me about what you've built here.
I have built a community. I love it. Every day I get up in the morning, I look forward to just opening up and seeing every one of my customers that comes in or new people. I just have so many friends I've met and made through Jet City, and we just have a great vibe feel for the smallest little place that you just wouldn't think would be in a house. And some people, every day I get someone new and they're like, wow, I wouldn't have thought that this little place would be so unique and good, which, you know, of course, is always an honor for me. It's beautiful. I love it. Every single day I love my job.
I remember the first time I came here a couple of months ago, I was like, I can't believe that this place exists and that I had never been here.
Yes.
And then I found out that it's also an Airbnb. What is it like for people who stay here? What do they experience?
It's really unique for them. You know, I have a beautiful home for the Airbnb and it's really lovely. They get to have coffee and breakfast as part of their stay. I've met people that I've stayed friends with for the last 7 years that I've been doing it. Kind of like I build a family also through the Airbnb. I always say that the moment or the time that they come into Jet City is when they were meant to.
I notice a lot of special touches all around the house, including the paintings. You painted them?
Yes.
What are some of your favorites?
Oh gosh. One of my favorites is the B&O Espresso, which was on Capitol Hill in Seattle. And that was one of my favorite espresso cafes that I got to work at and be a manager of. Another one I have is Mad Dogs and Englishmen from South Tampa. They're fabulous, and I've always loved that place. So also I have a Colorado painting from my pub in Nederland, Colorado. Wonderful musicians in there, lots of famous musicians.
You talk a lot about musicians and music, and I notice there are instruments all over the house.
Yeah.
Do you jam out in this house frequently?
We do. We always gather and play music. So a lot of my friends are musicians. The house is full of instruments. So if they didn't bring theirs, they can always pick up one of mine. And we play traditional Irish music and bluegrass.
I know this isn't your first Jet City Espresso. Give us a little Tampa history lesson. Take me back to the very first one.
When we moved here in 1994, I just noticed that they didn't really have any espresso cafes and nothing like Seattle espresso cafes. So I opened 3 Jet Cities in less than 2 years, and I named them Jet City Espresso because that's a nickname for Seattle. So I was hoping people would recognize that it was a Seattle coffee shop. I just loved being one of the founding fathers of espresso cafes in Tampa.
And now it has evolved into this, Jet City Espresso, which is your home and a home that you make for others. Is that how you view this place?
I do. I'm so fortunate that I was able to zone and have my business in my personal home and also have an Airbnb. It's really the dream.
And what are some of the touches of home that people can get here? Because I smelled something good coming from the kitchen.
Oh gosh, yes. Homemade scones. I specialize in baking. Omelets, sandwiches, the avocado toast, one of the most popular things. It's so good.
Well, I hope you don't mind that now we're telling everybody about this place.
Oh, please do.
Cheers.
I love it. Cheers.
To great coffee, a really warm and welcoming environment, and a gracious host.
Oh, thank you so much. You too.